I'm a dream weaver, Pippi. Make them believe in the dream, they'll buy anything.
You really topped yourself, Papa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's a kid's paradise. Mr. Popper's Penguins got everything. Jim Carrey, some penguins, and a whole lot of laughs. I'm down here at Leicester Square for the special screening on Saturday morning.
Who's ready for a big weekend at Dad's?
I don't want to go.
It's gonna be fun.
You're a big fan of penguins, are you?
Well, yeah. They were a lot of fun to work with, so I want to be here for them, definitely.
Very good. And presumably, who else did you work with in the movie that you liked working with?
Oh, all of the Angela Lansbury and Jim, obviously, everyone was amazing. And Carla, and it was, to work with Angela Lansbury was pretty great. She came on board later, well after I'd been signed, so it was a surprise to find out she was doing the film. That was a real fun.
That is pretty amazing to have Angela Lansbury beside you.
Yeah, that was incredible. She had some great stories of kind of old world Hollywood.
Now you play Pippa, am I saying it right?
Pippi.
Pippi, tell me your character then.
Pippi Peppanopoulos is Mr. Popper's personal assistant, and she has a penchant for plosive alliteration.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, well, a lot of my lines were. It was quite. They would always throw a few extra P words at me just to see if I could handle it. It was good. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
And do you enjoy doing comedy, or what sort of other movies do you prefer as opposed to comedy?
I anything and everything. It's always. I like switching it up and doing comedy drama, just to keep you on your toes and to keep the boredom at bay. But I mean, comedy of this scale is so different from an indie comedy anyway. It's kind of a whole genre in itself. And also for children, I hadn't done comedy for children before, so it was again shifting into a different gear, and you can be a lot bigger and just really play. You're just kind of playing every day. It was remarkable. We're being paid for it.
Indeed, it's not a bad work to be in, is it? But how do you go about choosing your roles then?
Well, for this one, I just read the script. I loved the script. I hadn't read anything like it. And the fact that I'd always been a massive fan of Jim Carrey's kind of form of comedy. And I just thought that I could really imagine him in this role and doing something special with it. I just thought it was really a charming story and really appealing. It really appealed to me.
And children are often the harshest critics. Did it not concern you about doing a children's movie?
That didn't even occur to me. I just thought Jim Carrey plus penguins equals double thumbs up, so I was like, I'll do it. I'd love to do it.
When did I ever disappoint anybody?
Father's birthday.
Thomas, your father left you something.
So where was he?
An odd liquor.
I'll call you back.
Well, they're a tough audience, aren't they, children? Because they really tell people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and you can definitely, he sits on my knee for most of it still, so you definitely get that, you get the wriggles as soon as they start getting a little bit bored and stuff. So yeah, they're good, they're honest, harsh critics. Yeah.
Although it's hard to get bored with Jim Carrey, he's so funny.
Yeah, well, definitely, and I think the combination of Jim Carrey and Penguins is, he's got a history of doing films with animals. Ace Ventura was hilarious, so I'm hoping that we'll pull out a bit of that Jim Carrey-ness in this.
And what do you know about Mr. Popper's Penguin?
He's very cute and he's just so cute.
A bit like you, have you been told that before?
No.
Now, I'm looking at your glasses. You have to get me some tips. I never can choose the right glasses.
Well, yours are nice. They suit your face, yeah.
I think so. Yours are amazing.
The reason I got these is because they remind me of my granddad's glasses. So that's kind of why I have these. And it's good for I've been up since 6 this morning at work, so they also hide a multitude of sins.
Yeah, Pippi, I'm not coming into work today. I have a pest problem.
For an aardvark, press 1.
You need marine and waterfowl.
Try NYC sanitation.
Don't get too cozy in there, Penguin. As soon as I get home, you're going back where you came from. Hello? I have to send the penguins back.
Saying a penguin!
Yes, send penguins.
Bored this morning then?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what to expect, to be honest. My son, Panero, you know more than me, don't you? What's it about?
What's it about?
It's about a penguin. It's about a man and penguins invade his house.
Okay. And why are you here then?
Obviously, I mean, like we come to a lot of these things. It's one of the only times, really, I get to go to the cinema with my kids. Do you know what I mean? To see these sort of movies. So, yeah. I don't get a lot of time to spend with them, and when we do get a chance,
And it's an opportunity, I suppose, to be a big kid yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I'm into penguins. I'm fascinated by them. I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey as well. So, so I've watched his films since he started. So
Everyone's been saying that. Jim Carrey's the real draw.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's a really good actor. He's a really good serious actor. He's a really good comedic actor, and he's one to watch, man. Definitely.
He really does hit the money every time in a comedy role.
I mean, I can imagine working with him would be pretty difficult because he looks like one of those guys that goes off book a lot, improvises a lot and stuff like that. But I'm sure it must be fun, and he always comes out with a good product.
Who would be your idol then? What are you wanting to do when you sort of get older in the acting world?
I've always wanted to be a James Bond, always.
And what do you prefer, acting or singing, or where does your heart lie?
I think in both, really. I do music mainly to kind of satisfy a hunger that I have deep inside, but acting, I love to death, I love the craft, I love the process of making films and TV shows, but also as well, it pays my bills, so it's a good thing.
I don't like you. I don't need you. I don't want you in my life.
Now, what brings you to this kind of premiere?
Are you crazy? I love these kids' movies more than the kids. Even when I used to do undercover stuff, I used to sneak away from the undercover streets, the mean streets, and go off to a cinema, and because it's the only place where I was guaranteed no one would want to kill me. But it's a Saturday morning, the kids, what's not to like about this? You're looking forward to it, are you? Tiger, you looking forward to it?
Yeah.
And in some ways, you're maybe a tougher audience than your dad, aren't you? You got bigger expectations of this movie, do you?
Oh, no, they couldn't be tougher than me. But you're great fans of Jim Carrey, yeah? You've seen them in The Truman Show. No, they haven't. But I've seen him in The Truman Show. It's great.
So what would you class then as one of your favourite movies of all time?
Well, I put The Godfather at number 2 and 3, but number 1, Babe. Babe, yeah. But The Pig. It's an underrated movie, but it always gets me going.
So I'm getting a sense here that you like actors in animal movies.
That's right, yeah. Ben-Hur, that's my kind of movie.
Oh, hey! Not quite ready yet.
Penguins, yes!
Meet Captain.
There you go!
Bitey.
Oh! Ah!
Nimrod. Loudy. Stinky.
That's not cute.
And Lovey.
Not fair.
That's one.
But this is an interesting way to spend Saturday morning, isn't it?
Oh dear. Yeah, okay, darling. She's a bit excited about the penguins.
How excited are you?
I'm very excited because Jim Carrey is my idol ever. I love him to death, from The Mask to everything else he's done. It's just a great actor. And I think this film is going to be a very family-orientated film.
He seems to focus on family films, doesn't he? That's his strength.
Yeah, well, that's his strength, and I think that because he's got that character, that I think he's a bit like that himself. Otherwise, he can't be acting that, surely.
This summer,
Mr. Popper, give me the birds. Can't actually take the penguins right now. My kid's crazy about them. Did you pass the salt? I'll get it.
Who's responsible for this?
Thought you were gonna stay in the car.
Just released a single. It's a charity single, and it's all about trying to get clean running water over to Africa, Tanzania to be exact. We're working with Allegro Foundation and Project Waterfall in partnership with Water Aid to get 7,000 people, a little small district in Tanzania, clean running water. I mean, there's so many other things going on in the world, and I just think we need to focus on things that are very important. So, it's one of those things. We've got a song, it's called Coming Home. It's available for download right now. So I'm hoping that people kind of get on board with that.
And just touching back on your charity, why Tanzania? Any links?
Well, it's Africa at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know if you know, but East Africa is suffering a drought at the moment, and there's a lot of aid going to Kenya, Somalia. Tanzania is just another district that's affected. So it's just, and it's not. I mean, what we're doing, it's like people walking miles to get that water. So we just want. Here's a small area. We can't do the whole planet. So you're smart and starting a small district, and this district, it's been like this for a long, long time and very much under the radar. So it's just about bringing a little bit more spotlight to it and seeing what we can do, basically.
Yeah, I mean, we'll not get too political at the moment, but the Horn of Africa has got so much more problems, so many more problems that some people think that charity isn't enough. You know, money is not enough. It's much more than that.
Well, that's the whole point. I mean, that's why I'm focused on water, something so basic. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, politics or anything like that. I'm talking about putting a tap, a pump, you know, where they could just do their thing, get their clean water, and that will help them to run their businesses, you know, children go to school, more time doing that sort of thing, and not just aid, we're talking about sustainable aid, so we teach them how to keep that, so we don't just put it in there and say, well, there you go, have it, you know, it's like you put it there and you educate them on how to keep that system running so that they can have it for the next generation. And as we're at a kids movie, I think it's important that we think about the next generation, because those are the ones that are going to be affected by all the things that we do.
Stay in formation. Hey, break formation! Why are you hitting yourself? Huh? Why are you hitting yourself? That's not attractive for a zoo official.
And if you're looking for something to entertain the kids during the long summer holiday, Mr. Popper's Penguins on general release from the 5th of August.
Jim Carrey.
Oh! Oh, that's not right!
Pull yourself together. Your house is full of penguins.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Hey, kids, check this out. And shuffle ball step, shuffle ball lunge. Step ball change, step ball change, step ball change. Word. Oh.